add-ons because they'll bring you a husky and it's shedding time and it looks like puzzle pieces.
Yeah.
They only
Well,
said go back.
maybe
That's a different charge.
you're talking about, I guess I'm confused if you mean, are you are you thinking of how you price the service to the, because your service is to the owner, like it
Yeah.
won't really matter. They're gonna have their own pricing, right?
Yeah, yeah, they do their own like that, but
Yeah.
how would we get it to do like
Oh, you
to
can
get
do
the
it.
bigger dogs in first? That way they get done because they're longer to dry, they're longer to work.
You could have a calendar for big dogs, calendar for small dogs, or you could have. There's ways you could do that. But we need to talk about that on the earlier session because I got new people jumping in. But I'm happy to help you dig into that, Serena, because I think it can be done. There's a way to prioritize bigger dogs. So
Yeah, they're
Jim
okay.
and Rich, we got two newcomers here, and Wallace, three. So I want to greet you guys, figure out where you're calling from, and then what the main thing you're coming for is, and that way I can kind of tie it back in as we move along. Jim, you were here first, I think, man. So you're up.
Well, I think Frank, I had sent the link to Frank A. I'm not sure if he's
Okay.
still on board, but we work together we have an SEO agency and we're exploring a lot of different avenues that have to do with artificial intelligence. So, you know, the text this morning caught my eye and passed it on to
Mm-hmm.
him. So we're just on a discovery trying to learn, I mean,
Yeah.
your advertisement was like a 250 or so SEO
Mm-hmm.
for a website. And I didn't,
What
we have several clients in different venues, in the home service industry.
got you?
And
So you are an agency. So I think sorry, I got distracted in the beginning. So you are an agency and you have clients in several different industries that could benefit from SEO. Is that correct?
correct, we're doing SEO now, and we're doing some of the old school
Yeah. And then
SEO. Uh,
what platforms are you guys using to help you do this? Do you have Go High Level or Search Atlas or SEM Rush? What are you using currently?
well, we do utilize SEM Rush to analyze, where we're at. And
Okay.
I don't. We do not use the other two you mentioned.
All right. Well, I've got some exciting news, man. So Search Atlas is an amazing platform, but it does get really techy to use Go High Level and Search Atlas. Have you ever heard of Go High Level?
Seems like I heard of it
Okay.
because I was say we were.
You, I was probably talking about it in my ad that you clicked at some point in the past, but so you've probably seen it a
Well,
few times.
I know where I heard about it from. We was working with a gentleman doing some Google My Business
Mm-hmm.
optimization,
Mm-hmm.
and there was an option there to utilize Go High Level, and
Okay.
but that's as far as we never went any further than that.
Well, we can, yeah, good as you know, good SEO definitely involves GMB and reviews plus GMB FAQs and posting, and then obviously the on and off page SEO. So I'm excited to. I'll dig into that more in a second. Wallace, apply to my marketing advertising business, listening for now. Good, nice to meet you, Wallace. Are you currently on high level as well? I already know that Rich, or I mean Jim, I'm gonna step the whole conversation back to give you guys an intro to what high level is, and then I'll get into the SEO stuff and how we can offer that price. Um, we got a newcomer too, not in high level now. Okay, perfect. So we've got Rich who just jumped in. I'm still gonna greet everybody, guys, first. I'm gonna go tell 2:20. Usually everybody's in by that point, and then I'm gonna go and show you guys like what the case studies for the SEO that we can do, the platform that we're using, exactly what SOP my team's gonna run through for that price point we mentioned, and then the other options. Um, so Rick, nice to meet you, bro. Can you introduce yourself to me? Tell me where you're calling from and what you know about high level already, if anything. You're on mute still. Let me get you unmuted. Oh, Rick, you're on mute. I can't hear you, bro. I'm trying to prompt him to unmute. I don't think he's got a speaker on either.
It's Rich here. No, I just texted
no.
you.
Rich,
Can you
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about Rick. There's a guy who's talking to the camera. I
Oh,
don't know if you
okay.
see it. But
Because I was
Rich,
trying to get the link emailed to me so I can open it on my laptop.
Yeah, I got you, bro. I can take care of that for you. Whenever Rick, whenever you come off mute, I'm right here. And Rich, I'm gonna send you that link real quick. And I think so I've heard from everybody now. There we go. Got him in. All right. I'm gonna send a link to Rich. Rich, I'm gonna let you see my screen so you can help me find your contact because I may not see it right off.
Okay.
You texted the number back? Here it is. This is called the Unified Inbox. One of the beautiful things about Go High Level. Joining link. Now this may end up in spam, so just double check, bro. All right, Rich, that has been sent. Now coming back.
Okay.
And Rick, now, go ahead, bro. I can't remember what you said, or I didn't hear you. Tell me where you're calling from.
I'm from Chicago, and I'm looking at Go High Level because I'm setting up a platform to leverage with my charter bus companies I've worked with. Charter
Perfect.
Bus broker, but I want to start introducing some of the AI tools to streamline their systems and processes. And then when I started peeking behind the curtain, trying to figure out how High Level could help me, I began to understand rather quickly that it would be a process of networking with other individuals who can build out some of the automations, learning a lot of the.
All right.
Never into learning.
Cool.
Not just going to be a 1, 2, 3.
You get it. Yeah, there's so much to know. If you have a team that knows how to use it well, the amount of time that we can get done, so much work, especially with AI stuff, we can crunch down some crazy results in a short period of time. But you do have to overcome that learning curve, and they're always adding stuff and upgrading stuff, and it looks different, from like month to month. So it's like I've spent 10,000 hours in that baby for real. I'll tell you guys what Go High Level is. Go High Level is an all-in-one marketing platform. It's $97 a month. It's cheap, but you really need to know how to set it up. And so basically that's the kind of the catch, right? There's a steep learning curve on using it. So a lot of marketing companies use it to provide services. Now, to have all the features and to be able to resell it, there's a $500 agency plan. And typically I do like a pack of developer hours so people can say, hey, here's 5K, and I give them 100 hours of my team's work to go and do everything. We track everything and do all the work for all their clients. So that can be a pretty big jump for a small business to come in. So now I'm introducing some a la carte options where small business owners can come into my agency and I'll help them there as well with a lower entry point and a monthly subscription. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what all High Level does, but I want to greet the 2 new people that just came in. Then I'm going to cover the main things High Level does. Then I'm going to break down the AI SEO, show you guys exactly what we can do. And I know there's a couple people looking here to see how we can offer those SEO services to their clients, and we can. And I'll break down exactly what that would look like. So first, Joe Lemon, man, you tried jumping in way earlier and I didn't let you in time. My bad. And Leo, good to see you. Philip, I think you 3 are all new. I would love for you guys to tell me where you're calling from and then what the main thing you wanted to learn is. So let's start with Philip, if you don't mind. Once I get through you 3, I'm going to jump right back into my
I'm from Irvine, California.
Irvine, now tell me about your business. Do you have a marketing agency? Do you have a small business? Do you know what Go High Level is?
I have a digital marketing agency and primarily use Go High Level. My is AI automation. So
okay. How long have you had your agency? And then I'm assuming you're interested in the new SEO stuff. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about your agency. How many clients do you have in your agency?
For a year and a half.
Okay. Got you. That's a good while. And then how long were you in High Level before that? It sounds like you were pretty versed.
No, I've started doing High Level when I started my agency.
Okay. Well, cool. I'm going to try to keep this as simple as I can, but for the listeners here, some of the people on this call they're small business owners who want me to help them with their SEO. And obviously we can help them with a lot of things with HighLevel, but that's what they're here for. So, but you guys should also know I help agencies too. So I do the actual work on the back end for a lot of marketing agencies. And we do it through this awesome tool called HighLevel. So Leo, I remember you from the past, but I'm not pulling it together. Can you tell me, like, can you jog my memory about our past conversations and like where you're calling from, what you know about HighLevel, kind of business you have?
I'm calling from West Hollywood, and you know, I've been on and off monitoring you because I'm trying to get some other things started and probably going to be using some of your tools to support other clients. I'm just trying to cobble everything together before I like pull the plug, so to speak, or plug it in,
Right,
rather.
right. Got you. Cool. So good to see you again, Leo. And then I'm so excited about the SEO stuff that just came out. That was honestly one of the main missing things. Now, like a solopreneur who knows HighLevel well can run a full marketing company and deliver a ton of value to his clients easily. So SEO was kind of the missing piece for a lot of small business owners, and it's one of the stickiest products too. So it's like when it comes to running your Go HighLevel agency, it's a great thing to be able to offer. I'm going to go piece by piece of what the SEO tool does, and it's going to blow you guys away. We've got some case studies I'm going to show. The great thing is, since we're using a billion-dollar platform, and now they've just brought another, I don't know about billion, but SearchAtlas is a massive company. They brought that platform inside of their platform, just even more powerful. So we can talk about the SearchAtlas case studies. And Joe, bro, good to see you on here, man. Nice to meet you. Have we met before?
Yeah, man. Many moons ago, bro, we kind of chopped it up whenever I was thinking about first starting my agency.
Okay.
And I finally took the plunge into it. It's funny because I bought HighLevel, just sat on it, just throwing money down the
Yeah.
drain, not even using it. Got like 3 clients now. So I think SEO is gonna be like
Congrats. Yeah,
a
bro.
really good fit for them. Yeah.
Yep. So, this is so funny because I'm going to give a little bit of backstory just to like why I think SEO is such a good product and why this is such a big deal. I started working for web.com, which is like one of the biggest, it was the biggest digital marketing firm at the world at the time. And they mainly sold SEO. And it was already saturated at that point. That was already 10 years. People have been selling websites for 10 years at that point. But now still, it's one of the stickiest products. There's guys in my building who worked with me at that company that are adding 40 grand a month in recurring revenue when they're spending 20 on paid ads for SEO and they're getting 2 grand average recurring per person they bring on. So they're putting in 15 and getting out like 30K recurring added onto their revenue every month, which is insane. So SEO is still just a great product. I've had a lot of experience with paid ads since I quit those companies and started my own businesses. And I can tell you, like paid ads, you can scale quickly, but it's very risky. I've lost a lot of money and made a lot of money. Um, and SEO is more like it's not near as expensive. It's a few $100s or 1,000, and you do it every month, and over time you get a lot of business. So SEO is a great option, but it's very technical. There's a lot you have to execute on. Now AI has kind of taken that away and made it where you can do it. It's still not going to be easy for somebody that's not technically inclined, which is where we come in. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what we do. So Joe, tell me about your 3 clients. What services are you offering them now?
Man, so all like in healthcare right now, pretty much like private practices, but my main I should say that my whole main gig is really working with like veterinarians, and
Cool.
they haven't spent money on like Facebook ads, so that
Right.
I haven't been able to kind of bring things to them. So I think SEO is a place there they want to play
SEO is a
though.
place to start. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you start, and then SEO, you can lock them into a 6-month contract, 3-month contract, 12 months. Like for a national brand, you want to do 12 months, and then you can get some contracts behind SEO, which is another great thing about it. And they'll understand that this is like a longer process, which is going to be great in the long run for your business and for them because they'll get more and more results over time, which is going to mean they're not going to want to go anywhere. You know what I mean? You're helping build their business long term. So I think I've greeted everybody now, and I'll recap a little more about HighLevel, and then I'm going to dive deep into the AI stuff. So I'm going to share some resources that we've got. One of the great things, now we can attach SEO onto other websites So you don't have to have Go High Level. We can just run it from our Go High Level and do SEO for you. But I'm going to show you guys the features of HighLevel just so you know everything else that we can offer you as a small, as a service, or that if you're an agency owner, we're trying to figure out more about HighLevel, this is going to be good for you too. So this is my HighLevel masterclass. So I've taken 3 businesses to 6 figures a month in Go High Level in the last 2 years. One of them was in Forbes last year, and one was a credit repair business that we had 2,000 subscribers in. I've sold both of those, and now I'm all in on this. And I built all of them in Go High Level. So this was kind of my secret. It was really using VAs, teams of outsourced labor, in combination with Go High Level. That was the secret. Overseas sales teams, I didn't have anybody in the US. And so I want to show you guys what HighLevel can do. What AI employee can do, it can do your SEO. It can create websites in minutes. It'll pick from thousands of templates, generate the website, and then you can correct, tweak the copy a little bit. It can book your appointments. I sent out, a bunch of emails and texts this morning. If anybody had questions, it would have answered them and helped book them, but most people just go ahead and straight book. But I didn't have any appointment setters, and we're having people still jumping in the room. Typically, I get like 20 or 30 people that show up on each one. For some reason, today's booking went crazy. So we'll see what the show rate looks like, but I think I had over 150 bookings since 10:30 a.m. this morning. I did, and I'll show you guys real quick. So I just saw somebody new jump in. What was the name, though? Pull the participants. Robin. Nice to meet you, Robin. Tell me where you're calling from, and then what type of business you have. Calendars. And if you can't come off mute, just hit me in the chat. But yeah, we got 151. We got another person jumping in. Alex, Robin from the Netherlands. That's really cool. I wonder, how did you come across me? On YouTube? And it's totally fine that it's noisy. I'm just excited to meet you, someone from all the way across the world who's on here right now. I'd love it if you told me what type of business you have and then how you heard about me. And then we've got somebody else. Why can't I remember the names without pulling up the participants list? Alex. Okay, cool. Nice to meet you, Alex. Tell me about what kind of business you have, if you don't mind, real quick, and if you know about HighLevel. On the GHL channel. Heck yeah, something on YouTube. Cool. Web developer. Well, you're gonna love this, bro. This HighLevel gives you the ability to make infinite websites for $97. So you get 3 businesses inside your agency, even on the basic HighLevel plan, and you can use AI employee to generate the sites for $1 each, and you can have unlimited websites for each business, and you can host all of them for free just for that 97. You can also do WordPress inside HighLevel if you want a little more flexibility, but the build outs are often quicker with the Go HighLevel builder, especially with AI employee. And now you can tack in SEO. You can even use Go HighLevel to provide SEO to websites that are not in HighLevel. You just put some code in the and no, it has a 3 business minimum. So you can have unlimited sites and funnels for each business in that. And he was just asking in the comments, doesn't have a 3-site minimum, but it's 3 businesses. You can have unlimited workflows, unlimited users, unlimited contacts, unlimited websites, unlimited AI bots. And I'm drawing a blank on where I was going to go. So I'm going to go and pull up the resource I have for you guys about everything HighLevel can do. This is great if you're a business owner or an agency owner. So again, here's my masterclass. I'd love for you guys to check this out. I think this is what one of you guys saw on YouTube. And we talked about all the stuff AI employee can do. It was websites. It can set up your ads, paid ads in 30 minutes automatically. It'll pick a template, put it up in Facebook or Google. It will do your SEO. It'll reply to your reviews. And then SearchAtlas, which is the SEO feature, will also like post on your GMB automatically. And then it'll act like a customer is asking a question and then reply to it. And it's using keywords that are based on a keyword analysis of your area. So super powerful AI tools. But even beyond just the AI stuff, there are 42 other types of software that HighLevel is going to replace for you. So if you're a small business or an agency owner, one of the best things you can do when you set up a client or when you set yourself up is to go through this list and see what else you're already using that you can cancel. All you have to do, like for instance, if you're using DocuSign, you can download your PDFs, you can drop them into the Go HighLevel, you place your fields, consider it migrated. And you can even ask AI and say, hey, what are the steps for me to migrate this software Calendly over to HighLevel? It'll make it easy for you step by step. I taught myself how to code using AI to make an application for HighLevel's marketplace. So you can definitely use AI to teach you just how to use, no code software even more easily. And I'm going to do a tutorial on that this week. But there are 42 types of software here with a kind of an average price point for what this software costs. I think this is over $7,000 a month. If you total it up, you get all of that for 3 businesses for $97 total with HighLevel. And then once you go up, you can go to $297. You can have unlimited businesses, or $497 unlimited plus SaaS, which is where you can charge like a monthly subscription, and if they stop paying, it shuts it off. So that's it. HighLevel is like a really great tool for agencies. When I was starting my business, my solar business, I used it myself. I set it up all myself, and that's how I learned about it. Serena, SearchAtlas is the white labeled SEO tool that they're bringing into HighLevel. And I'm going to get into that more in a moment. So main thing I'm trying to say is square one, when we set you up, is we want to migrate stuff over. And then we're also going to typically do a reactivation. So we're going to take all their old clients or old leads and start reaching back out to them with emails and texts to start bringing them back in the door. Also reach out to your clients and get reviews. That's going to boost you up in SEO. And that's what we typically recommend in the beginning. And then SEO would be an add-on, but we can also just do SEO for you if that's all you want to do. So I'm going to talk about what we do for SEO, and then I'm going to break down my pricing. I think we've got agencies and small business owners on here, but we've got more agency. So I'm going to talk about the different ways we can do this. It's going to get a little advanced. I'm trying to think how to make it more simple. Either way, let's talk about SearchAtlas SEO. So inside HighLevel, there's a little bit of manual work that needs to be done, but SearchAtlas is a platform. It's like a big company that's been doing SEO, and now they're doing AI SEO. So this is the SOP for what we would do in the first 30 days. And you can see it's like, it's extensive amount of optimization. I'm not going to go line by line, but I will share this with you all. And I'm going to show you some case studies, which is really what matters, isn't it? One of the great things, if you're an agency offering this service, you can go and say, here's the results the platform's getting. We can put your branding onto these PDFs, and there's no problem with that, which is a great advantage. And here's the overview of what it does. Now, there is some setup. I'd say maybe it'll take my team around 6 hours to set it up the first month. And then after that, it's probably like an hour or 2 of work on our end a month, and everything else will be automated. So this AI tool will update the meta tags. It will change the copy on your pages to make them higher converting and to match the openings in the organic search analysis. So it's gonna do a keyword analysis, and then it's gonna update your pages automatically, update the copy for conversion and to rank. It's going to create new pages automatically to attack those openings it finds in the keyword analysis. It's going to do your schema markup. It's going to post on your Google My Business profile, automatically reply to any comments, and then also simulate a customer asking questions and you answering it to hit those keyword openings and get you ranked. It's going to show maps so you can see the ranking improvements, and wait till I show you guys these case studies. And it's also going to give you credits for a publication that's going to get you 80 to 120 backlinks, I believe, every month. So it's got authority building built in the right way. And that is pretty much everything you can do for SEO. That's about it. There's only a couple more things you can do. But when you guys see the results here, you're going to be blown away. The thing is, a lot of this stuff happens behind the scenes. And so now that AI is doing it, I'm pretty sure we can all count on it's happening more consistently than it would have been in other agencies historically. I'm sure that once they get you ranked, a lot of times they kind of let their foot off the gas. Once you're getting some traction. Now, that's not going to be the case with this. This is a machine. It's going to work a little harder than a human. So they're coming for us, folks, but they're going to help us right now. And so here are some case studies. I'm going to show you some more in-depth ones. But one thing you'll notice is all of these examples, we're talking 3 weeks, 20 days, 30 days. And I know most of you guys that have been in the SEO world, they don't talk 30 days. They talk 60, 90. And this is a giant company talking about this. And wait till I show you the national results. You will not believe this. They're doing national companies ranked nationally for brands. Like you wouldn't even think this is the stuff that an SEO company usually just says we can't really do this. It's going to take years. And there's just something about consistency and data, data-driven action that's happening through AI. It's going to make results much different. But you guys see 7 times more pin rankings in the top 3 in 20 days. This stuff is nuts. I'm going to show you guys some more. And I'll share this resource with everybody who becomes an affiliate. I'm going to share everything with the clients too who want me to do it. So I'm going to explain the different ways you can work with us in a moment. But for now, let's just focus on what the product is. So here are some case studies that drill into some of the specific things we were looking at, the specific companies. I know we had somebody talking about dental. So let's take a look. Dental office achieves top 1 position in local SEO in 20 days. That's a headline that if they didn't, a big company would not say that if it wasn't the kind of results you could expect, because they'd get in trouble. So I'm pretty excited, and for you guys starting an agency to be able to come into the beginning of your agency and be able to show these kind of results, and you can say this is from the platform you're using. It is. You're following the same SOP that they tell you that everybody follows. So it's going to work. 9 better average. So I guess all their rankings went up by 9 for all their keywords. 84% pin improvement, 7 times more keywords ranked. Look at these maps showing pretty good improvement and even more case studies. And you can get these reports for your clients too, so you're gonna be able to show them clearly the kind of results you're getting. Now, I really don't like, I mean, that doesn't look crazy, but I guess it is maybe a really big city. Is there any more pages? Schema markup. Yeah, I mean, they doubled the number of things they had in the first category. So, and this is 20 days, I believe. So that's still crazy. Let's check out some of the other ones. Tree service, 3 weeks, SEO agent. Now that looks impressive. So this is 3 weeks, guys, and look at this. From there to there, they're dominating the whole city now, it looks like. Incredible. Substantial growth in key metrics for sales, because they're also working on the copy on the page. And this is basically it, guys. So let me explain how this would work if you're an agency using our white label services. You buy a bank of DevOps hours, which is hours for my company. And we have estimates for how long each thing that we would do takes. We got a spreadsheet that shows you everything. And this is likely to take around 5 hours to set up in the first month, and then an hour or 2 a month ongoing. And that would come out of a big bank of hours that would never expire. Now, that's like a 5K bank that you need to get. If you are coming into my agency and you're going to have us do this for you, we can run this out of our Go High Level, even if we're putting it onto your clients' websites or your business's websites. That's no problem. But it will be locked in our agency, and we'll let you come in for less, but it's going to be locked up into what we're doing for you. And so the code that we're going to put in the top of your website is going to make all these changes. And as long as you're on with us, that code will keep working. So that's one of the really cool things that lets you, a lot of SEO companies can't help you if you don't change over to their website. So this is an advantage here. And I want to show you guys the SOP here of what gets done. But in the first month, you're going to install the pixel, build a knowledge graph, connect all the different things like Google Business Profile. You have to set up the logos, YouTube videos. You have to create this thing in the Content Genius folder where it's like we compile all your content. So that's why there's more that first month. After that, we're basically going to be going in and just like doing more publications, updating everything, and it should be just constant growth, more pages. So it won't be much after we get it set up. So if you want to have us do this for you, I'm going to hit the pricing. If you're a white label agency and you came in and get a 5K pack of hours, it's 50 an hour. So basically for us to do this, the first month it would cost like what, $300 if it's 6 hours to set it up, and then maybe 100 per month after that for us to do it for your client. Now, if you want to come in to my agency or have us just do it for you without having to pay a big setup fee like that for all the hours, then we can do standalone or we can, create a website for you. But this is the pricing that you'd want to be looking at. Right here. So I'm going to offer you guys, anybody who wants to do the SEO like this, I don't even know if we have any small business owners on here, but I was going to offer a one-time drop of that setup fee, and then it'd be $247 a month. Now that covers the cost of SearchAtlas. If you have Go High Level, you have your own agency, SearchAtlas costs $78 to me. And so basically I'm able to cover that 78 and then add a couple hours of labor on there, which like for an agency owner would be costing them about $100. And they would still end up making what would that be? About 150 per month, even if we were doing the fulfillment for them. So good margin, even if you're a white label agency. And I hope I'm not being confusing, but basically we can go and install this code on your site. And for $247 a month, we'll be able to continue running it after the initial setup. So like I mentioned, I expect it's going to take about 6 hours for us to set this up, even if we're doing it on your site and we're not setting up all these basics. So we can skip these basics and just do the SEO. And this will be the price. So on today's call, if you are a small business, I'm open to dropping this setup down to $497. And then after that, it'll just be $247 a month. So alternatively, go ahead.
Question.
Good time for questions.
Okay, this is Jim. Now we sort of have a mix of clients, and there is a big mix of clients, or part of our mix, where it may or may not be possible because of I'll just say it this way: corporate. It's a big corporation.
Yeah,
and they would probably, I'm just going to guess that they would be reluctant to add that code. But is there any way from the outside for the AI to make the suggestions for the page that we could then give to the webmaster who has the ability to do that, to follow up with that? I mean, I know that's
I'm thinking of a couple different angles. I think the AI, like when you put the code onto the website, it lets the AI see everything on there and see like the actual, like, the tag, meta tags and all those kinds of things. And so I'm not sure if this tool can do that analysis without it. But here's what the tool is called. So if you go directly to this company, it's called SearchAtlas. They charge, I think, either 130 or 197 a month. Go High Level is such a big company that they got to deal with SearchAtlas where you actually get more credits and more features for $78 instead of the 130 inside High Level. But if you want to know what the tool can do and do research on how, can it do this analysis and give them the results like we were just saying, just searching for SearchAtlas is what you should do. So
Okay. It was
SearchAtlas.
I just know there's a couple of clients that the client themselves who we're dealing with, they would love to do it, but there's some people they have to answer to that have been reluctant to work with us in that type deal before. So it was just a question.
Yeah.
But
well,
we do have a client base that it would not be a problem to add a code into the site. So that was my main question.
Well, you can tell them if they wanted, they could get their own High Level or their own SearchAtlas account, and you could manage it for them. That way, it's like them putting their own code into their site. they might be better, feel better about that. SearchAtlas is a massive company, so this is not like they shouldn't be nervous about it. And that way you're more of a consultant who's going to do the setup for them with their own software. Now would that be more comfortable to them?
I have no idea. It'd be, it's hard to get to the right person to talk to in this
Yeah.
regard, but I'm, we're delivering results for the people that are on the ground, and right
Mhm.
there we're delivering results. So there may be activities, excuse me, that we're doing that AI could help us with outside of their site. So
Right.
anyway, all right. I just
Well,
wanted to get that question in.
it
Thank you.
looks like they have a tool that's for where is it? Called the on-page audit tool, and I would look into that. It looks like that might be kind of what you're looking for.
Okay. All right. I'll check.
Yep.
I'll search on that. Thanks.
And so I'm gonna cover my bonuses, guys. There's people who, is there anybody who's got a small business that just wants their SEO done, or is everybody here an agency? Basically, I'm just saying, like, raise your hand or drop it in the chat if you're a small business who's interested in just having your SEO done. Otherwise, I'm going to pivot the conversation to like things that we can do specifically to help agencies, because I can't remember anybody who said that they were just a small business looking to do it for themselves. All right. And so what I'm going to talk about now is like if you're looking, okay, Leo, if you're looking to partner up with us, to work with me, and to have us do white label fulfillment, we can do that. And we can also just, if you want to start with a lower entry point, we can still just do the SEO out of our Go High Level for your website. But I want to talk about the bonuses that we give away when somebody becomes affiliated with us. So I'm a certified Go High Level admin and I'm an affiliate of theirs. So what that means is if you sign up for Go High Level through my link, which costs you no more than regular Go High Level subscription, which is $97 a month, or if you upgrade your account, or if you use my code for AI employee, which also doesn't cost you anything more, you'll get access to all my bonuses. And Go High Level gives me a kickback. So basically, I pack in a bunch of freebies to get people to like want to sign up for Go High Level through me. I'm going to give you additional IT support. I'm going to actually pull it up and show you guys the whole thing, or come on screen and explain it. So we give you a bunch of bonuses, right? We give you IT support. There's like a link that you'll have in your agency dashboard where you'll have all of our resources, IT support form, templates, course. You'll get 3 of our courses, which have over 50 lessons. You'll get my snapshot, which is like a blueprint you can install that'll help you set your Go High Level up faster. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a second. You get an extended 30-day trial through my link, and you get access to these 3 coaching sessions per week. So you guys are on the back half. That's new clients or non-clients, really. The front half is for current clients, so that are either on DIY or done for you plans. So you come into that session. I'm going to be here 3 times a week to answer your questions, make sure everything's going smoothly, help you brainstorm, come up with your exact plan. And if you're done for you, then to communicate that to my IT team, developer team, to have them execute. When it comes to done for you work, we can do anything from, content creation, post creation and scheduling, video editing, paid ads on any platform, SEO, website development, on any kind of website, WordPress, Go High Level or custom websites. And then I specialize in AI. So I was the guest speaker on the High Level Supercharged AI Employee event, masterclass. And I've been working with AI text for 4 years and AI voice for 2 years, integrating it into High Level. But now High Level has it built in and it works better than ever. So I mentioned that you guys get my snapshot. So Go High Level, it has all these different replacements of software inside of it. Now, then you can attach them together with automations and do some really cool stuff. My automations focus on the AI features. And it's really taking everything I've learned from all the time I've spent working in these systems and boiling it down into just some automations you can install that have the best of what I've learned. And I call it my supercharged AI employee snapshot. What it's going to do is make sure when somebody calls your business that the AI is going to answer them, but it's going to remember every other time they called in the past. So it's going to add a memory, which is not something Go High Level normally has. It's also going to connect that memory over to the text channels. So that's SMS, WhatsApp, email, Instagram, Facebook, and web chat. It's going to have every time a client sends a message into one of those channels, it's going to update the summary of what's been going on with that client. It's going to be visible to the voice AI. So I unify the memory and I give it a past memory of the voice. It's the main thing it does. Go High Level just rolled out a feature today where now the AI inbound, it's not available to everybody, but in labs, now you can send a webhook out and you can have it look up the weather while it's on a call, or search your database for more information, or make a change in the system while it's on the call. So it can send a webhook on the call. If you're a little techie, you know what that means, but that's a really big deal. And that's Go High Level's voice AI is it's easier to set up, much easier than other systems. It can be done in 10 minutes. But it's not near as sophisticated as some of the third-party ones I've worked with and that we do work with in special scenarios. But this is getting there. And the fact they're adding this in is really exciting to me, because that's when you can really have this thing doing things for you on the call. It's getting to where it can really become a true assistant. So I think I covered my bonuses, but I want to show you guys where to get these resources. I'm posting 2 tutorials per week on my YouTube now. And all of these YouTubes or these masterminds, they're streamed on YouTube. And so it's live right now, and you can watch the recordings later. This masterclass page is the best place to get refreshed on everything. We've got this resource here. It's that checklist of all the software tools. I've got a document here that covers how you can get a 50% tax credit on having us set up your website by making it accessible. And guess what? AI voice and text systems make your business accessible to people with disabilities too. So all this stuff qualifies for a 50% government tax credit up to 5K. So you can use that on our work or whoever you pay to do the work. We've got all the bonuses covered here. There's one thing I didn't mention. So 2 years ago, AI taught me how to code. I said that, and I made a software for the High Level marketplace. It was a Zapier integration. So Go High Level has one through Lead Connector. If you don't know what Zapier is, you can go there and you can connect your Gmail to your Go High Level or to any other really software you're using online, web apps. They all have applications for Zapier or Make. Those are the 2 most popular integration platforms. Lead Connector is Go High Level's default integration app. It only has 6 actions you can take in High Level from it, and like 1 trigger, which I think is pipeline stage changed. There's not a lot you can do. Go High Level has an advanced API called their 2.0 API. It's got hundreds of calls. And so I built one for Zapier for Go High Level for the 2.0 API. And now we have one for Make as well. And these things have hundreds of actions you can take in High Level. So the reason I built this is so the AI voice software, which is third party until now they have it in High Level. But when a call finishes, it gets the voice transcript and it sends it somewhere. And then you have to book an appointment with that somehow. So in Zapier, what I set up was after the call ends in the AI platform, the voice platform, it's going to send the transcript into Zapier or Make. We're going to be able to analyze this conversation, and there's actions like that we added into our High Level integration for booking an appointment, for pulling the calendar availability, and then 99 other things. But those 2 allowed us to book appointments using AI voice before High Level integrated it, and so that's why I built it. But it has so many more uses than that. And so you get access to that for Zapier and Make through our affiliation as well. Now that only works in the $497 Go High Level plan. But if you are in my agency and we're doing a la carte services for you, then it'll work because my agency is on the $497 plan. So we can do custom integrations for you, of course. That's one of the things we're best at because of having this asset. All right, guys, I just covered a lot. I just dumped out a bunch of information on you guys. So I want to hear some questions, and then I can try to clarify like how our done for you white label services work. Now, I realize this conversation was probably more confusing than most because I'm talking about my a la carte small business offering and the agency level stuff. So thank you for your patience, and let's allow some time for questions for me to clear all the confusion up. Joe, what
Hey,
are you
Rob.
thinking, man? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, bro. I mean, no, man. One, I think this is like super solid, bro. Appreciate you kind of doing that. I could imagine it's tough trying to talk to both audiences. So,
Yeah.
I give you definitely like hats off for that. But
Yeah.
man, question, man, because I've been on High Level now. Like I just started bringing on the clients really, and I'm really ready to run with it. And so
Mm-hmm.
I've already been paying for the 497, like, but I still don't want to try to do all this work. I just want to go out and try to sell to these like
Yeah.
brand new clients. So how could we work together with doing something like that where you could use my platform because I already got them set up to
Yeah.
help kind of do the work stuff, or is like a
Well,
better way? I'm open.
so you can do AI employee. Now, it is tough for me not having any recurring, so I love it when people migrate their agencies and you can do that. But if you
Mhm.
have clients that are they're on SaaS subscriptions, right? So like if they
Yeah.
start, yeah, it's
It's
you
only
don't want
like
to
two
have
of them
to,
though, really. I mean, because as of
yeah.
right now, I'm like billing other guys separately, so there's only two that are on the SaaS. Yeah.
So the only thing that makes it tough is when you have people on the SaaS plan, you have to disable their SaaS, cancel their subscription, and recreate it in your new agency, which
Mm,
is like, you don't always want to call clients and ask them, hey, you don't mind if we get that card one more time. You don't want to necessarily do that depending on how things are going.
yeah.
So I understand if you do that though, then you can stay on the 497. You've got access to all my stuff. The other way to get access to all the affiliate stuff is you use my code for AI employee. And so normally I have people book appointments to do this stuff later, but today I'm going to do things differently. If you want to get started with a bank of done for you hours, you want to get affiliated, I'm going to stay on here and help everybody get it done. And I'm going to offer additional incentive. Like for people that just want to do SEO add on, like I said, I'm just dropping it to 500. And if you want to do a done for you bank of hours, as I'm rolling out these a la carte options, I'm also raising the minimum for my done for you bank of white label hours. I may make an exception on that today if you guys want to knock it out. So basically, you can use my code for AI employee and turn it on for one sub account. So I'm going to talk about what AI employee is. I'm going to check the chat here too. What is the sale downline? What is this up? Wallace, are you thinking of like if you come in as a small business? I can't remember if you said you had a small business or an agency. And you said that at 2:39, so it wasn't too long ago. I'm looking at the chat, Wallace. You can reply, and then I was gonna show how to use AI employee agency. And so Wallace, you're talking about upsell, like if you did a la carte SEO now, and what would be the upsell from that I would upsell you on later? Or are you asking if you're selling SEO to your clients, what would you upsell them on? I hope you can follow that. Either way, Joe and everybody else, I wanted to finish showing you guys what's on this page because you can also go right here and see the Mastermind replays. And there is also this survey here, which can help you get affiliated. So if you're watching this on the replay and you're like, hey, I want to sign up with Rob to get the bonuses, start this survey. It's going to ask you what kind of high level plan you're on. It's going to tell you what your options are, and it's going to walk you through the whole thing. So Joe wanted to know about AI employee, and Joe, this is all you have to do. So AI employee is when you go unlimited for certain features, and I'll explain it. And Joe, previously my minimum for done for you work would be a 2K bank for 25 hours, and then it was 2.5K for 35 or 5K for 100. So you're getting down to 50 an hour at the biggest package. And then I think the 2,500 for 35 hours is around 70 an hour. So setting up a Go High Level sub account with the basics, like basic AI response booking, A2P, reactivation flows, nurtures, appointment reminders, the basics with AI booking, it takes us about 2 hours. So that means like, $100. Now, if we want to go deep AI setup, which means there's a different type of response for someone that's a client versus a non-client, so we've got more branches in the AI, that's going to take more like 6 hours. Setting up ads, it would take about 5 hours. So like editing a video, posting on the ads manager, and then that's why this table here is really helpful. It kind of covers everything for how long things take. And I'm going to drop this to you guys here. How many clients do you think you need to set up, Joe? Do you have some that already want SEO, or what were you thinking?
You know what? So as of right now, I haven't even pitched SEO. All this is new as far as the SEO part. But I mean, right now we have a couple guys that have courses on there, and so we're helping
Okay.
them market the courses and the events. Yeah.
So you're more interested in the bonuses, and then or are you looking for some done for you support?
It's probably gonna be more the bonuses because I'm assuming if you got
Okay.
the AI employee, then that's gonna help out with if they want to get into
Yeah.
the voice piece and all that, right?
It does for sure.
Yeah.
So the main thing that our snapshot does is it gives the voice the memory of the past conversations, and then it unifies the memory of all the channels. So if you are somebody who wants to specialize in offering AI voice and messaging services like Wilf and myself, then having that little advantage, that little difference between you and in the competition makes a big difference. So I'm in the wrong setting. So you go to agency view and you'll look at AI employee settings here.
Probably like a
And
pretty weird question, but like, do you ever just sell the whole like snapshot? Like, hey, I want that snapshot. Do you just kind of a la carte it, or is it always
yeah,
through the hours?
we could, you get the snapshot for free when you become affiliated. So that's really the cheapest way.
Okay.
And then you also
Yeah.
get all the other bonuses. But if you just wanted to like get all of my bonuses forever, lifetime access, yeah, we'll take a $500 one-time payment. You get all of our snapshots, access to everything. You don't have to worry about any monthly recurring that way.
All right. So hold on, wait. I mean, I might have some dumb questions, man. So you could tell me to
No, go ahead.
we can talk offline if it's too
No, you're
ridiculous.
good.
But so even though I have my other like high level agency plan already, I could
Hmm.
buy your AI agency and you can integrate it into the high level things. Is that what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
Got it.
that's
Okay.
different. So we'll give you our snapshots, which is like the
Mm,
course and the snapshot you can download, the group calls, the integration software, and all the other bonuses. You get that, but you have to set it up yourself.
gotcha.
You get that either by becoming affiliated, using my link to start a trial, upgrading, or using AI employee, or a
Hmm.
500 one-time payment
Got it.
if
All
you don't
right,
want to do
cool.
any of that. And then if you want us to set it up for you, that's where you need to get a bank of hours,
Got it. All right.
right? And or if you're just wanting to come in and just have one of these services done for you rather than a full bank of hours, you want to be in our agency, then we have the a la carte options, right? So for AI employee, what this is, like here's all the different AI employee features, like the workflow AI assistant helps you build workflows and automations with AI. The website builder, reviews. Conversational AI is what powers the responses on all the text-based AI channels and then AI voice. So normally you're going to upcharge these. You can set your rebill amount here and you make a little bit of a profit. Now the way that it works for me is when you go unlimited, HighLevel is going to charge you a base of 97. You can just choose what you want your margin to be. And now all this is unlimited for your client. Now, if they're a busy business, they're going to want to do that. It's going to get expensive otherwise,
Yep.
especially with the voice and messaging. So, like even in my credit business with 2,000 clients, we would spend like 10 G's a month just on the text message cost. And so if the AI was and we had 20 grand a month in staff expenses. So yeah, this would cut my staff down quite a bit because now everything's handled. We would still need staff to handle the sales, but it would definitely, you know, the staff cost is never going to be less than 50 cents a minute, right? So that means every time they reply to a message, if it takes them half a minute, that's 25 cents instead of 2 cents. So it makes sense. But the
Yeah.
way you want to do this when they go unlimited is you want to put a markup on there. HighLevel is going to charge you 97, and if you use my code, HighLevel gives me $40 of that.
Got it.
Doesn't cost you any more. And so that way, like I can give you all my stuff, and then I'm incentivized to make sure that your clients want to turn the AI stuff on. So I'll keep it
Yeah.
working, so you keep them on unlimited, and then I get my kickback, right?
All right. Yeah. Yeah. That's no brainer.
No,
Yeah.
I think my AirPods might have just died. What the heck? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you. Yeah.
All right. I think my microphone might have died too.
We can still hear you though. It's coming through the laptop or wherever you got.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go on the laptop. Switch over. What time are we at? All right. So, do you want me to help you get this going? It sounds like you want to get affiliated and get the bonuses. I can get that to you right now. Anybody else who's looking to move on a done for you offer or a affiliation, what we can do is we can have you guys stay on and I'll help you get affiliated to get access to everything. And then we can book a one-on-one call for Monday to finish your onboarding. So who's trying to make a move today? And then I'm gonna start figuring out who's like the best way for everybody to upgrade, figure out the way for you to come in, and then we'll help each pocket of you. And it shouldn't take more than 20 minutes to get done with this. Anybody else looking to get affiliated today? We'll start with that to get the bonuses. All right, cool. So Joe, I'll help you do it real quick. And you just go to your agency settings here.
Let's see.
Let me see what we got. Wallace, are you still in here? Yeah. Tell me hit me in the chat and let me know what you're thinking if you have any other questions. I'm looking at the chat now and I can help answer you guys as I help. Joe and Wilf, the website template, I'll have to get that to you on Monday, but here is this spreadsheet. And I'm going to mention one caveat here. I'm going to edit some of this SEO stuff. So just disregard the timing on the social media management and the website and SEO. I know what the team put for that is not correct. For social media management, I don't think anybody's really looking to do that right this second, so it shouldn't be an issue, but I think it's going to be more time than that. And then for what this is going to be less time for the SEO. So I need to make those changes on Monday. Joe, did you get to that page I was on? AI employee settings?
Let me do it right now, bro. I'm looking at your screen for the bank stuff. Because I mean, there are other things that I think we could talk about in the future, but this one's probably the most pressing now. Let me jump in it real quick.
You can do this and then we can meet on Monday one-on-one. Or you can come to the earlier session of the mastermind and we can discuss whatever you want to discuss there.
Cool.
Once you have some clients come on and you've got a bunch of setup ahead of you, or you have some time, because you can cover your bank with us with the setup fee you charge them. And then that bank is going to last you for a number of clients, a lot. Even the 2K bank, that's enough to do like 5 clients for a while.
All right, cool. So I'm on the agency page. Yeah, because I can see that making sense.
Yep. So you go to AI employee right here under settings, and then manager offer. And you would just want to turn this on. You just need to turn it on for one sub account to get access. So it's $97 a month. It'll just be your main sub account, whichever one you want that to be. Typically, it's like whichever one you're getting the most traffic in, probably your own business. And let me see. I'm going to drop the code here in the chat so there's no typos. When you go to turn it on in your agency, in your sub account, it's going to tell you that it's 147. You can drop it to 97, but I would leave it at 147 so you get a markup on your clients. Now, since the sub account is in your agency, you're going to be getting the $50 profit. So it's really still only costing you 97. Does that make sense?
Say it one more time because all right, so I'm in the actual sub account. I went to the AI employee. I'm in the agency and I went to the AI employee. And then how do I get to that screen now where you can
manage your offer right here?
Manage your offer. Okay, cool.
That's it. And then
I see. All right, cool.
Yep. So then you put the code there, and then to turn it on, you have to go into the sub account. But the way this is going to work, you can either move it down to 97 or you can leave it on 147. Zoom user. I wonder if we sent you the wrong time. What's your name? And Joe, if you want to go ahead and turn on in the sub account, I can get you access to everything now. If you want to meet on Monday, we can book that after we get this set up. And the team is off until Monday, but I'll get you access to everything. Do you know which account you want to turn it on for? And have you already put the code in there?
Yeah, I put the code in right now.
All right.
Save your offer now.
Now you go to the sub account you want to turn it on for. And you're going to go to reputation.
Once you turn it on, it'll turn green.
Oh, it's Lance.
What up?
Miss you, man.
I know, dude. I had to run a bunch of stuff. I'm at the lake right now, but
Man,
I
I
had to
can't
run.
believe the lake weather's back, baby.
I
can't
know
believe
it's
it's here.
time. It's time. Greg's over there on the boat now in Miami. He's going crazy.
Oh God. Tell him not to give up girls. I need him to save up 10 grand for some automations.
Well, he's actually starting to crank it up. We're going to be ready to go. I know we've been saying that for a while, but dude, it's almost here. We got some good stuff working.
Yeah, I think everybody's been a little slow just the past. There's been a lot of uncertainty the past few weeks with a lot of stuff. Past few months, really. Political stuff. All right. So once you get in the sub account, Joe, you just go to settings right here. And it's gonna appear in this bottom right area of the screen right here. And Wilf, I think I just dropped the spreadsheet in the chat. It looks like I sent it just to Serena, so my bad. I'm sending it to everybody.
Okay.
So no worries, Wallace. Wallace, do you need help with anything today, bro? Because I might not be back when you get back, but I'll text you. So once you get that turned on, just let me know. And you should get an email that says your trial of AI employee is ending right after you do that. Usually I have people forward that to me. If you can forward that over, I'll go ahead and grant the access now. Do you see the email? Did it come through?
Nothing yet. I'm trying to see what email I have on file though. Make sure it's
Yeah. It'll come to the sub account owner's email.
okay.
And I'll check on my end, but it doesn't always, it'll take a day because it's saying your trial's ending. For some reason, it doesn't show up as paid right away on my end. So the email helps, but maybe it is. Let me see. I thought I was going to do way better than February, my affiliate commission. I can't believe it. I thought I was going to at least add 1,000. We got 2 more days. It went up by 400 today. That's good. But anyways, I was going to check for the reports.
Don't say anything yet, man.
There you are. And now,
Have you seen it come through? I didn't see it come through yet.
not yet. Did you put your card in and sign up all the way in there?
Yeah, I mean it was already saved basically on the screen. So I
Here's what
just
you can
hit
do.
apply.
You just go. Oh no, I'm talking about in the sub account when you turned it on for unlimited.
Yeah. So I just kept it at 97 and then my card information was already saved on there.
Okay. Just go.
Basically,
Here's what you can do. So just if you already turned it on, here's the way I can see it on my end since you can't find the email.
Mhm.
If you just take a screenshot of that page, if you go to reputation, go to settings, see how on mine, the upgrade option is gone because I already did it. And as long as it shows up that way on yours, I'll go ahead and grant you access.
Right now, bro. Because
Share your
I
screen.
don't.
Yeah, well, once you get on it should go green. Whoever sub accounts you're doing, it'll go green and say active.
Yeah, here.
Yeah, you should be. There's a couple screens you can see it in. You can see it in the AI employee settings, or you can see it right there in the reputation settings for the sub account.
Yeah, so on the reputation, when I go to the actual at the very top tab, right, where it says AI reviews,
Mm-hmm.
then there's nothing at the bottom where it says I can upgrade. It's just like
Yeah,
the save button, I guess.
that means you did it. If you can just send me a screenshot of that, or just share
Yeah.
the screen and show me real quick, either way.
Do I have access on the Zoom?
Now you
Sure.
do. Yep.
Boom.
Yeah, man.
Thank you,
Yeah, I
bro.
want to. No, man, I'm excited to do this, man. We've been talking about it for a minute, bro, and it's just like, all right, enough's enough, man.
How long ago did we speak?
Bro, I couldn't even. I mean, like,
See.
kind of embarrassed even trying to think about how long it's been, bro. Honestly, it's been a
Well,
minute,
it does
but
not
this
matter.
is
You're good.
so
When
reputation.
time comes. But
Yeah.
it was June 3rd, 24.
Oh wow. All right. So yeah, to say it. Right on. Yeah.
Awesome. Um,
How's that look though? Is that what needs to be?
let me see.
So I take a screen.
Yeah, you're good to go. It would say above the save button if you had it. If you hadn't.
Yeah.
So let me add these couple tags in here and you'll get access to everything. And I'm gonna send you a Loom video that covers the details. And Will, if
I
I'm
can
gonna
import all that
chat,
stuff. Yeah.
you can get back to me on the custom values as well. One thing I do love about affiliate stuff is I showed my meetings like this, and all I have to do for onboarding is the only time I've ever sold a digital product, and I try to package it in a really good deal. But let me tell you what, it's a good feeling when I just send you this Zoom link and add those tags and it's done. I'm like, heck yeah, heck yeah.
That's the best, bro. That's the best, man.
I'm not used to that. I usually only do services, like our credit repair, business funding, everything was like, I've never sold a course or anything until this. And it's kind of, I don't even know if I want to call this selling a course, but it kind of is.
Well, it's your course. It's all those years you spend up getting everything ready to go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
That's
at least
how many hours of experience you have in that course?
then 10,000 hours and thousands of dollars spent, wasted, except for this 97 I get right here.
I mean, Rob, man, just kind of jam with you for a second too, bro. It's like, man, I was spending so much time just trying to do it myself, and I'm like, just cut this out, bro. Yeah, I mean, there's people out here that have already done it. Why am I trying to spend the hours and hours and hours if you already
Yeah.
made the investment? You know what I mean?
The
Yeah,
easiest thing to do, well, I mean, first off, it's nice that you can do it, that it's no
yeah,
code, back against the wall, you can do it. So I love that aspect of it. But 100%, you should be focusing on selling,
yeah,
That's true. You only have so much time in the day.
right.
yeah.
Charge them a 3K setup, give me two, and then you don't have to worry about setup for the next 5 clients. You know what I
Right,
mean?
that's right. You get
And-
one or two clients, it pays it back right then.
yeah. So usually it's easier to tweak and learn by tweaking than having to figure it all out from the beginning. So I wanted to double check to see if my team got you on the uh Will, we're gonna have to generate the snapshot. We just made it on Friday. We made the site itself on Friday, so we don't have the snapshot link ready yet. For that one. But you could also just go to massmarketai.ai and change the other template to make it look like this one. It's almost the same. But you could use my copy as an example. And then I wanted to check one last thing here. Okay. I didn't send that last bit. So Nyan is changing the snapshot link in the course right now. And I asked them for clarity on what kind of issues the importing will have on the overwrite. And so, Wolf, I would recommend just clearing it out and starting over. It'll still save the knowledge base you built and stuff like that. If you built anything, you should be able to use that to speed up your running back through the beginning.
But you don't have that new link yet.
I gave you the new link earlier, remember? I dropped it in the chat, but I'll drop it again.
I didn't see it, so I may have missed it. I'm going
Worries.
back on the.
That's the thing. Stuff gets lost in there quick. So, and maybe I sent it just to Serena, like a bunch of other stuff.
Maybe.
Here you go.
Maybe I'm just old and I'm not following along properly.
Well, I think more likely I have ADHD and I jump all over the place. And I probably was like, it's in the chat and then kept it moving.
We're kindred spirits.
Yeah. Well, it's right
I
there.
I do have a question about your banks of hours. Is it okay? Is it out of context right now? Because I don't want to steal the flow of what's going on.
I think Joe, as long as Joe, you got the Loom video I just texted you.
Yeah. I got a couple messages from you. Yeah, so I got a Luminary. I think
You're ready to rock. Yeah. Just watch that.
and the whole community too. I think there's a community link that you gave me that came through.
Yep. You should be able to get into everything now. So watch that Loom video. And then I'm also going to send you the password reset link. So it might help you get into the community more easily. and
All
then
right.
watch the Loom, and it'll take you from there. And you'll also be able to see how to book a 15-minute call with me whenever you want now. You got one of
All right.
those, one of the bonuses.
My guy, I'm glad we could finally at least do something. It's been,
Me too.
it's
Thank you,
been a
man.
minute, but it's not the full thing, but it's something for us to kind of get cooking on. So
Well,
appreciate it, man.
that helps a lot. Really, like these little affiliate commissions let me just sit and work on AI and build things that give you guys value and do what I'm best at. And so I love that. Both. What kind of questions do you have, man?
Okay, actually, so twofold. I just want to make sure I'm clear. So the link in the chat is for the updated snapshot.
Yeah.
So what I should do is go into my GHL and delete the existing snapshot and then go ahead and install this one.
I wonder if you can just delete it like that. You may, because you may want to go in there and delete all the custom values. Clear your workflows out and just add these back in. I don't know if you can just delete the snapshot. You can overwrite it. And it'll only overwrite ones that have the same name. So it's going to look for things with the same name, and then it's going to ask you if you want to overwrite the conflicts it found that had the same name. So really, it doesn't really matter if there's extra stuff in your sub account, but if you want it to be clutter free, go through and delete everything first and then reinstall it. Or if you don't really care if there's an extra custom field that you don't know what it's for, then just, install it on top.
Well, I like the idea of it being clean, and I'm early stage enough that if I have to delete what I've already created, it's no big deal. It's not like I've got 20 sub accounts on the go. Okay, I'll figure that out then. So thank you for that. So then I just wanted to ask about the done for you services you're providing. So how would this work, for example? So I pay you in advance for a bank of hours. And then I go out and let's say I onboard a customer. I sell a deal, and all it is for them right now is voice AI and chatbot AI or conversational AI, whatever we call it. I could then go to your team, supply you with a ticket, I guess, to say, here's a new customer, XYZ. These are the deliverables. And then your team will go ahead and do all of the implementation so that I don't have to get into the weeds on that. Is that right?
Even better than that. So right at the beginning, so let's say you took on a client before you even had us on, but you charged them enough of a setup where you want to bring us on. So the course will have you set this up in your agency dashboard, but it's this page right here. So you can submit tickets right here, and anybody who's affiliate has this. So Joe, you'll have this too. And then the onboarding form is right here. This is for done for you work. Now we can make you a white labeled version of this that'll be business facing. So when your clients fill it, it just goes to us and we set it up. Now you have to tell us, hey, we want to make sure that if this gets filled up, you want us to go ahead and do it. So you need to not share this with anybody who you don't want us to do the work for, or just tell us, like, make sure you're communicating there. Cause we're just going to go ahead and execute when we see this done. Cause we would rather do it than have you pissed off cause we missed a client that you wanted us to do. You know what I mean? So this is kind of like when this thing gets filled, I tell the team, don't wait for confirmation, just do it, cause I don't want there to be a mistake. So either way, you can fill this out for anything you need. So what you would want would probably be this high-level native AI sub-account setup. And you can tell my team, hey, for my clients, I just want to do here. What that includes is basically this. You know what? I think we need to actually change this a bit because we have two levels of high-level native sub-account setup. We've got a basic AI level where it's like the 2-hour setup for a sub account. And then we've got the deep AI.
Right, you got the bigger one. Yeah.
Let me mute him. And then we've got the deep AI setup, which is about 6 hours. So I'm going to add a checkbox in there where it lets you choose which one you want to do. Deep AI, Wilf, means that we've got email turned on, the memory is unified, and we've got like a different option for client, like a client versus a non-client interaction. So it's got branches. So it's more sophisticated.
So almost exclusively what I'm thinking is I only want to sell deep AI integration. That's basically, I want to simplify this as much as possible So when I'm reaching out to a customer, because at the end of the day, they don't care about the ins and outs of this. They just want to know the outcome, the solution, the problem we're solving. So I just want to say, hey, look, we've got this service. It gives you voice AI, it gives you chatbot. And anytime a customer reaches out, it means you'll never miss a lead. Number two, you're going to get all this nurturing.
Yeah.
So I think the only thing I really want to be selling is your deep AI setup.
The deep AI setup is going to have more tweaking and stuff like that. It's going to take a little longer to get it done in the first place. It's going to be a lot more for the client to review before launching. But you can do it either way. If you want to do deep, that's what we were doing for most of our clients. But now we've pivoted to where if it's an agency, we set theirs up with deep and we set their clients up with the basic at first. And when the client says, hey, I want to do more, I want to go deeper, then we do it at that point. And the reason we started doing it that way is so the clients on the small business side, they get a quicker result. And then it gives you the chance to upsell as well. You can have a lower entry point.
Well, I think the way I might do it is, so does your deep AI include the basic AI?
Yeah, well, it's actually
Okay.
further than the basic AI. The basic AI, go ahead.
So the way I might position it for me, I'm just saying for me, my approach to the market is I'm only going to sell deep AI. I'm not going to use the terminology deep AI. I'm just going to say, here's the setup we do. And milestone number one would be whatever the basic AI includes. But they know that, the milestone number one will be done within a week. And that's the basic AI setup. And then over the next 2 weeks, the deep AI setup will progressively integrate into the setup, I guess.
Yeah, we can do it that way. I don't know if they normally do it that way. I think they usually do one or the other. I'm not sure.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's all how I position it to my customer.
Right.
So all I need to be clear on is on the back end, what am I paying you and what am I getting? And then I'll reposition that to my client differently.
Right. It might take, like, I know the deep setup takes about 6 hours. The basic, to just do the AI part of it, takes about an hour. And so I'm not sure if it would take 7 hours if we did the basic and then the deep, or if it would still just take 6. So I can get clarity from my team on that. And then we could do it either way you want. And
yeah, I can figure it out. So then basically, how do I access? That's what I'd like to try to understand is, what are you providing, and then what is my responsibility to you? In other words, what am I paying you and what should I expect for what I'm paying you? And then that's what I want to be able to sell and communicate to my customer.
Right. The spreadsheet is really the best thing for that. And I think that we have the division between advanced and basic. Yes. So autopilot, native AI, 120 minutes, so like 2 hours to set up the basic. Advanced is another 4 hours.
Okay.
Wait, it might be more than 4. Yeah, it's 6. Right. So those are the two options. And this is the one where it's got, the unified memory, client versus non-clients situation. We can also do an expanded knowledge base, which is like a much bigger knowledge base than you typically have with the scraper that you were using that scrapes the website. So an expanded knowledge base, like we have a client who has to know which internet service providers there are and the price points at every single zip code for a big area. So their AI can like figure out the right price to pitch this person. And so that would be an example of like an expanded knowledge base.
Okay. So then how do I understand, for me, what I pay you for that? Because at the end of the day, I guess what I'm looking at are, let's say, wholesale costs.
Right. Here's the setup time and monthly maintenance. And you're buying a bank of hours. And the bank of hours, the rate gets lower the more you buy it once. So we've got $2,000 for 25 hours, $2,500 for 35 hours.
Okay.
Or 100 hours for $5,000.
And I'm sorry, that what you just described, is that listed here?
That's listed in the pricing. So you can go to my pricing page.
Okay.
It's listed in a few places. One of the easiest places to get all the info is right here. And you can say, how does the done for you option work? And the packages are right here.
Okay.
we're changing my website now to where when you first go to it, it'll say, are you a small business or an agency? And on the agency side, it'll also have this pricing. But we need to make that bridge page. Right now, you can't access the page I'm talking about. So for now, this is one of the best places, and I'll drop this link here.
Okay. And I'm sorry if I'm appearing a little bit dense. It's just my focus is somewhere else, and I'm trying to digest what I'm trying to, get set up concerning my website and the automations. And I haven't really put my attention on this, but I feel this is crucial for me to understand because, like the other gentleman just said, is I don't want to be the monkey working in this. When I sell a client, I don't want to have to be doing the execution and the deliverables. It's not the best use of my time. So I'd rather just turn this over to your team. But having said that, I need to understand it. So that way I know what I'm paying you, and also I can resell it so that it's profitable for me, or at least I'm not providing it at a loss.
I think I can add some more in-depth descriptions here as well. But yeah, this is the main thing you need to understand to be able to do that and understand your margins. But we made this so that you can set up your pricing and know what your margins will be with each service.
Okay. So I've just got to access this sheet, and as I come up with questions, you're fabulous at providing information, so I can come back to you with questions.
Yeah, and you can view with this link right here. And I'll be back on Tuesday. I think everybody's handled. And guys, I'm about to bounce. Lance, good to see you, man. Thanks for hopping on. Rich, is there anything you need to know, or you want to do anything with me later on? And MJ, I saw you jumped on here recently. I'm about to jump off, but I want to make sure I help you guys if you need anything. All right. Everybody's muted. I didn't hear anything. So pop off right now if you have anything to say. But otherwise, guys, thank you for all showing up, and I'll be back on Tuesday at 1 p.m. You'll all get the text invite if you're clients, and then new people can come at 2 p.m. again if you didn't sign up yet. And I'll be available in the text. If you want to ask me any questions after the meeting, just shoot me one. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Rob.
No problem. Bye-bye.